Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of grammar. So if you do not have this page printed out in front of you, go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil out for me. And I'm going to go ahead and start reading in the box. If you want to read along with me, that would be great. The names of special people and places are proper nouns. A proper noun begins with a capital letter. So we know a noun is a person, place, thing. So a special, what they're calling special, would be the name of a store, the name of a person, the name of a place, or the name of a thing. So those would all be proper nouns. The abbreviation or of titles before people's name begins with a capital letter and they end with a period. So if you look and you see Dr. Sando, that would be the title. He's a doctor, so they abbreviate it as capital D-R period, and then his last name starts with a capital letter. Same with Mrs. Oza. Mrs. is capital M-R-S period, and then her last name is going to start with a capital letter. So then we're going to look over at the words Texas. It is a name of a state, so it has to always be capitalized. And then Canada is the name of a country, so it is important and it always has to be capitalized. So let's look at our directions. Rewrite the sentence, write the proper nouns and titles correctly. So I'm going to read the sentence, and as I'm reading the sentence, if you see a proper noun, you need to keep that word in mind. If you have this printed out in front of you, you could circle it. And that's what I'm going to do, so that when we write our sentence, we remember that it's a proper noun and it needs to be capitalized. So number 1, a large power plant is in New York. So New York is a state and it has to be capitalized. So we're going to rewrite our sentence. A large power plant is in New, capitalized, York, capitalized, period. I know my writing does not look wonderful, but the little pen that I'm using is a little too fat and I need a different one. I'll give you a second to write that. I know I write super fast sometimes. Number 2, the plant is near Niagara Falls. So Niagara Falls is the name of a waterfall, a huge one. So it is important, it needs to be capitalized. So let's rewrite our sentence, changing that mistake. The plant is near Niagara with a capital N, Falls with a capital F. And we need to make sure that we're starting our sentences with a capital letter, because you always have to start with a capital letter and you always need to end with proper punctuation. Number 3, I met Dr. Flint when I visited the plant. So just like up at the top, we have a doctor. So Dr. Flint, that is his name. So it has to be capitalized. So I met, capital D-R period, because that's an abbreviation. Flint, capital F. Flint when I visited the plant. right, number 4. He works at the power plant near Buffalo with Mrs. Swan. Ooh. All right, so let's look at this one. What do you all see in this one? You're right, we have Mrs. Swan. I figured that's the first one you find, but that's not the only one this time. Buffalo. Buffalo is a city in New York, so it has to be capitalized. Just like when we're writing Huntington, because we live in Huntington, it has to be capitalized. Whoops, sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. All right, he works at the power plant near Buffalo with a capital B with Mrs. capital M-R-S period Swan capital S-W-A-N period. All right, number 5. Homes in Pennsylvania use electricity from the plants. So, Pennsylvania is the name of the state, so it needs to be capitalized. I'm going to start out here. Homes in Pennsylvania, capital P. That's a long word. Use electricity from the plant. And I'm just going to leave this up here for just a minute in case that you are still writing. I know that I tend to write too fast.